Hi, I'm going to have a go at doing a line and wash using a black acrylic paint. It doesn't matter what acrylic paint you use, it's all, acrylic is acrylic, and it's held together with PVA glue or PVA binder, whatever. When it's dry, it's completely waterproof. Now, I'm often asked now what size plastic cards I use for scraping out, because it's very difficult to show you when I've got it in my hand. But any bits of plastic card will do. Credit cards. I've got one, this was my Freedom Pass, it has me go on buses because of a certain age. Cut in two. The store card, because I'm old. B&Q, that's about 2 inches by 1 inch. It doesn't matter. The things that are flexible will work, whatever you use. Even a bit of wood would work, but these are ideal, believe you me. So look, just scrape away. I know my hand's covering it, but I can't show you what I do. Just be creative with them. That's all it is. Just a bit of cut up plastic card. Autumn is with us, so let's have a go at doing some sort of autumny scene. I've got a rigger here. Bit of water on this little the old lid. I keep these lids. They're off of litre cans of malt that I use for brewing beer. And they're very, very handy. I've got gouache in that one, black acrylic in this one. Nothing special. Let's just have fun, make up a bit of a landscape. But just touching the edge of the brush, and you get hard and soft. You can dilute it with a little touch of water. Have a bit of cloth handy to take some of the excess off, because you don't want it to run too much. This is going to be just a couple of trees and bushes. Nothing difficult, or no, I'm going to put some tree coming out here. I paint simple things mainly because they're easy for me to do, because I'm no great painter. I do what I like to do and share it with you. You seem to like what I do, but if I make things too complicated, one, it makes it difficult for me, and two, it makes it difficult for you, because you'll think, well, that's too difficult for me to do, so don't bother to do it. So just simple statements. Look, it's so simple. So we'll just draw this in, just fill it in with a bit of diluted paint, ink, whatever. It's so easy to get carried away with this, and I usually do. So let's just put in some bushes. I'll go over this with some autumn colour. Following the lie of the land here. I'll put a bit of a background in, but I'm not going to show it at the moment. I'll do that in paint. So let's just put in some nearer bushes and stuff. Because all it is, you can make it as elaborate as you like. Your ink, your brushes, your material, your paint. Don't let anybody tell you what to do. And when they say, well, it's all been done before, you can say, well, it wasn't said. Not by me, it hasn't. Well, that's all we need to do. Now that, to my way of thinking, is quite attractive, quite effective enough. Let's, oh, you have to excuse me, I have to answer that. Hello, Doc. I'm going to have to get back to you. I'm in the middle of doing a YouTube video. Can I phone you back in about half an hour, so? Okay. I am available. Tell me. Bye bye. Right. That's a carpet job. I'm still fit enough to do that though, even in my age. I'm just going to add a little bit of work to this tree here. We want just some more solid detail. And then once the drawing's done, the wash is easy. Now what I like to do is to put in some of this an old tree, bit of ivy going up it. Probably needs a bit thickening up because we're quite thick at the bottom here. So let's just, I'll use a different brush. I'm trying to remember to keep my ink or paint out of my watercolour water because that could have make it waterproof. Oh dear, careful. Well, I'm going to thicken that up now. So you get your accidents, but it shows up, doesn't it? Because you can't correct it once it's done. Right, okay, so let's just get... And don't let this dry on your brushes because it will ruin them. I'll dry this thoroughly. Okay, that'll do. This is just an example of line and wash. They seem to be quite popular. So just put in some scrubby trees here, just the twigs. Just a bit here to balance the tree. We can always put in a fence. When you do fences and stuff like that, don't put it all in. Just hints. Look, just a tumbly down. That'll do. I might even put a figure there. Now I've done this sort of thing quite a few times, but it's oops. Just get a little bit of a balance. Okay, that'll do. No more than that. Clean the brush. You only need a tiny bit of acrylic. Look, I've got this blob here. I'm going to waste that. I'm so stingy with my art materials, but then considering the cost of it, right? Let's That's nice and clean. That is nice and clean. Right, take your headphones off. I'm going to dry it thoroughly. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the video I did yesterday from a bike ride in Morden, well, on the River Wanderer. It's our weekly bike ride. But I painted a clump of trees in the water meadows, or from the water meadows, in Morden Hall Park. And Morden Hall is a historical building that is now owned by the National Trust on behalf of the nation. And you can go and visit it. And funny enough, I got a comment from somebody, a guy that drove past yesterday on one of the roads, has now resolved to visit the place. He is a National Trust member. Now we can call this one Surrey Hills if we like. I'm going to wet the paper all over. I hope the ink is, or the acrylic is dry. You have to make sure it's dry, otherwise it will smudge. Okay, nice. The paper I'm using is Fabriano, £130. I'm going to use a bit of alizarin, a bit of sienna, a bit of yellow, just to tint the paper. Now, once again, it's quite a dull day. Okay, so we're going to paint quite a dull day. Just a bit of alizarin, a bit of Payne's Grey, a bit of Ultra. It's a bit, my brush is split, so I've just dipped it into the mix. So we have nice warm clouds. And as you come down to the horizon, just we'll thicken that up. Right, just get one of those clouds in the top, just heavier than the others. Just right. Okay, that'll do. I'll reclip the paper, and I will give this a dry. Just a touch dry, not bone dry. Headphones off. Just to put in the background, same colour, so it's the Surrey Hills. Right, okay, that'll do. Now I'll just put in the foreground. So we'll have autumn leaves falling on the ground, so burnt umber. bit of green here because there's not so many leaves falling on the paint up to the clips. Okay, so we'll let that dry for a little bit. I'll give this a dry with the hairdryer. Okay, I want to put a bit of hard detail in there, a bit of gauzy stuff. Just some detail, it's just a little bit muddy this. Got a bit carried away with the washes. Right, a bit of green we'll put in here. There's still plenty of green on in the hedgerows. Right, I'm going to put in a bit of detail in the background, just using the blue, a bit of burnt umber, just to show some of these woods and the slopes. Just a little bit warmer, coming towards the foreground. Let's run a little bit, man. Okay, we'll soon sort that out. Just okay, that'll do. That's got a bit high there. So we need to put on some autumn leaves. Now autumn leaves on our trees in UK don't seem to be golden, they seem to be a sort of golden yellow. Just using the edge of the hake. And as we come down, we can put in some warmer colours. We'll put a bit of shadow on in a minute. Right, okay, so I'm going to dry that and then I'm going to go over this with a bit of shadowy colour. Right. Okay, bit of calligraphy in there, and we're more or less done for that. I'll use the rig I was using for the ink. Take the branches out to where the canopy is, otherwise it won't look as if you've done enough work. So a lot of stuff on this tree. When you put the paint on, over the ink or whatever we've used, it tones it down quite a bit. So I'm going to put a good bit of reddy, sort of darkish colour in there. Just strengthen it up a little bit. Right, bit of detail. I think I'm overdoing it, but right, I'm going to let that go before I make it even worse. Right, I'll put a signature on it. Put a couple of birds in. Always sign your work, even if you don't think it's very good. You can bet your life somebody will. Right, so maybe that figure needs to come that side. I'll make him bigger. Maybe he's still a bit small. Right, let's make him big. Because otherwise, if the figures aren't big enough, they're out of scale with the rest of the painting. You put the head on last. Oh, he's a bit better than me. Remember Frank Clark in his demo? Figures do as carrots. Animals do as carrots. Well, that'll do. Maybe a bird or two. Right, we'll put it in a mount and have a look, see what we've done with this. And I'll go and make my phone call. Okay, take it off. Right, there we are. Okay, walking the Surrey Hills. We've done Surrey Hills loads of times. That's got a bit of rye there, but probably just a little bit dark. But I went up a bit high with the hake there. So let's bring the camera around. Okay. So there we are. A line and wash. Single tree, very simple, probably overdone it, but I've added a fence, very rusticy, very rough. Figure just sort of standing there walking on the open countryside, open but enclosed by this fence. Well, let's elaborate there. Let's going towards a style. Let's put a style there. Just made it a bit darker. So there we have I'll put a style in here. Right. So that you climb over that, keep the sheep in, or the cows, or the whatever. So there we are, Surrey Hills, another one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.